Greeny, I love this show so much. I love you so much. This is one of the favorite things that I do at ESPN. I hate the Jordan Love conversation more than any sports topic that we discuss. Now we're talking about the guy who is not expected to be the starter until like 5 years from now in training camp of his rookie year. It doesn't matter. I don't even care about Jordan Love to begin with. They have Aaron Rodgers on the field. Just because he was picked in the first round doesn't mean he's going to replace a legend. This thing drives me nuts, Greeny.
Okay, duly noted. Marcus Spears will come to you, and I will throw in, as further fuel to what Jeff just said, that Jordan Love has had a total of 9 practices so far. So how reasonable is it to be drawing any conclusion whatsoever at this point? Marcus Spears, what are your thoughts?
Not reasonable at all, G. But the bottom line is it's gonna be hell when Aaron Rodgers tell him he want to get out of there after this year. That's gonna really be when the problem and all of the news and all of the stuff that we talk about is gonna face. But listen, going through the draft process, when we talked about Jordan Love, I was one of the guys like, I don't know. All of these comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. And the one thing we did here was that Patrick Mahomes was special when he was in camp. Listen, camp is the barometer. It's a little more emphasis right now on what's happening in camp than in a normal year. I think people have to make sure they keep that in mind. And second of all, haven't Aaron Rodgers been out for a few games? So possibly, if he gets injured, this is the quarterback that's going to have to play. Everybody talking about the time when Jordan Love is going to have to start. But I've seen when Kaiser had to come in against Chicago, and then Aaron Rodgers said, I'm going to just go out there with one bad knee, and hopefully I can try to win this game. There's a lot of varying factors when you don't see good stuff coming out of the guy that's presumably your backup right now, as opposed to starting 5 years from now. Hell, we don't even know what's going to happen 5 years from now.
That's right. And they're even talking, we had this in our first hour, about the possibility that he won't be ready to be the backup this year. Tim Hasselbeck, let me, you're a quarterback. Let's get serious if we can for a moment. Just how significant is his stage of development now as far as projecting what's going to happen? I guess what I'm saying is, it's one thing for us to joke about it, and that's fine. But if you're the coaching staff there, what do you need to see to feel reasonably good about where you are at this point?
Yeah, I don't think you really have to see too much right now, Greeny. You know, this is way too early. And the reason I say that is everybody knew that Jordan Love was going to be a bit of a project as a prospect at the quarterback position. Nobody, I don't believe, really had him evaluated as a guy that was like, hey, this guy's going to come in and be a day one starter. He's ready for that in terms of how he's been groomed for this position. That's not how people felt about Jordan Love coming into the draft. The other thing to consider, and it's been said multiple times, I know on your show and others, is that this offseason with no rookie minicamps, no OTAs, no minicamps, not a normal training camp, is going to be hard for quarterbacks, especially rookie quarterbacks. And so, look, you're drinking out of a fire hose. So to think about, Green Bay's offense, which is certainly going to be advanced because it's operating with a quarterback that's got a ton of control and understanding in Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be hard for Jordan Love to come in and look like he's comfortable in it. So, is his lack of understanding of the offense right now probably slowing him down? Yeah, I'm sure that it is. And I would say that that's probably to be expected. That doesn't mean he won't face some scrutiny and a lot of attention because of the pick, but I do think it's too early, but you would like to see him show some promise.
All right, Dominique, you are famous for always disagreeing with everybody. Do you disagree with everybody?
Nah, I mean, it's hard to disagree with everyone here, but we're in a league where you're going to be constantly evaluated. They were evaluating him after his first practice. The fact that it's only 9 practices, I think, gives us all an understanding of how premature this is to put a final kind of period on what his career prospects are going to be. But I do think that they are saying this based off of 9 practices. They are saying that he is behind, so to speak, based off of 9 practices. They aren't surprised by that. They don't expect him to be where Aaron Rodgers is, but I think the suggestion is they expect him to be further along than he is now, which is not an indictment on his entire career. He might be able to figure it out going forward because it is so early in his career, but we can't completely dismiss this as a non-story. I think it is something, the fact that the head coach is putting quotes behind him not being decisive, like that means something. That's not something coaches do often. During training camp, if you notice, you look around the league, everyone's quarterback is the best they've ever been. Everyone's the healthiest they've ever been. Everyone has the strongest arm. Everyone's reading everything better. Like, all coaches do is spew positivity at this point. So it matters that they're not doing the same thing for Jordan Love, even though he's not going to be the star.
All right, that's fair. I will leave it there. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.